And if she's stomping the feet there during, I mean, and you asked me how I think it's going to go before we get into the contracts about like with the filming. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. If they say you have to go sit there with Melissa, there's a scene. She can't say no. She signed a
Nope.
contract. I don't understand what. I do agree with you. I don't think they're going to roll it out in the beginning. I think they're going to do
No.
the whole season and it's going to be like two different shows and you can do that. And I think I hate to say it. I think Danielle and Rachel are going to be some of the pawns. Like whether Danielle's mad at Teresa, they're going to say you have to go. They're going to make Danielle film with
Oh,
Teresa.
100%. They have to bring it. They're definitely going to make them do a lot of the dirty work. That's okay. I think both girls can handle it. And I'm
And
going to talk
it's
about,
like a gift. It's a gift, girls. It's
it
like
is
you're
a gift.
stepping up. You're stepping up, and you're in the fold now, girls.
Yeah.
They're
Rachel
going to
has a
get
good, yeah.
$120,000 now.
Rachel has a good husband. He stands behind her. He's the one who didn't shake Louis' hand on the stage and said, no, I'm not going to let you get away with this. You got to admit to it. So Rachel, you go for it. Do what you got to do. You got your husband behind you, blah, blah, blah. Do what you got to do, girl. You got on this show. You were a fan before, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got your ass on. Now do what you got to do because you have a man that stands behind you. I watched his Instagram. He's crazy about this woman, crazy about her. And I heard she's crazy about him. This is a good marriage. It's a good family. I really like them. I'm really starting, and I know people don't like food. Fuck you. I mean, good. You don't have to like them. I do. I like the foodies. So I'm
You
going to go
just
with that.
like him because he stood up to Louis. That is
That's
what
right.
changed it for you.
That's right. That's right. I like, he's a man. Any man that I would be with would stand up to him and say, whoa, no. Like Josephina shook his hand after, like, what? No, no, that showed weakness. That showed weakness.
Josephina is a weakness. Okay.
He is a
Josephina is a weakness.
weakness.
And by the way, a lot of people now have like an issue with me. Oh, it's offensive to call him Josephina. Guess
I
what?
don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. His name is
No.
Josephina
Josephina and Melissa is Malire.
Malire, and his name is also Mr. Malire, but his other name is Josephina.
Yes. Yes.
Um, what was I going to say? So I don't know, Teresa. I think you gave her good advice.
Yep.
I think Cabral has a great marriage too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. But he's quieter. You know what I mean? Nate, I love Nate, but he's quieter. He stands in the back. You know what I mean? And he lets Danielle do her thing. I like that too. I like that too. But I'm more like, Fuda stood up and goes, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You're not going to do that to my wife. No.
So you think these two can just ignore each other all season? We could have like
Oh,
two
yeah.
shows.
I've been there.
You know
I
what it
filmed with
is?
Teresa when that was happening. I
I
filmed
don't
with her.
remember. That's the problem. I don't really remember that Teresa like had no interaction for the whole.
Nobody.
Wow.
No one.
She just did the
When
whole
she
season.
when
Huh.
she came out in the green pageant dress, yes. And they were all over her ass. They were all over her ass. Oh, it was ugly.
And she still had she was able. So I mean, if she could get by and now, I'm listen. She has Aiden and they'll make Cabral and her team that she's
Yeah,
fine.
and she's got Luisa, all right, Luis Ruelas, and she's got her. Listen to me. I have been watching Gia. Wow, she just did something for. Oh my God, I forget what it was, and she comes out of the pool. Her body is kick ass. She looks phenomenal. She's got more things she's promoting. I'm sure she's making money hand over fist. You go, Gia. Melania is a sweetheart. I know you want to talk shit about Melania and her weight, but
I don't want
Melania
to talk shit about it. I
no,
want to.
Melania was not on Ozempic. Her mother hired her a nutritionist, and she ate 3 meals a day that she said she would have never eaten in her whole life, but she ate them and she lost the weight on her own. And she got up 5 o'clock in the morning so that she can work out before school. Because one day she came home and she goes, I look like a pumpkin. Melania, you look great. You did it the right way. She's too young to go on Ozempic and shit like that. She's a young girl. I think they're all doing great.
I wasn't going to shade her. People are shading Teresa because they said Teresa basically called her a fat fuck.
Well, I don't believe she did that. Even though she called her an effing asshole.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what
I don't
Melania
believe
said.
she called her that. I know, but I don't believe she called her that.
She
but
was
that's okay.
fat
We can agree
shamed
to
by her mother.
Yeah. Now this was a couple years ago. Okay. She looks great. The girls look great. Adriana is 13 years old, going on 25.
Yes.
I watched some of her dances. I'm so blown away. I don't even know what to say. If she were my daughter, she'd be already on Broadway. I mean, you got in the Nutcracker. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Wow.
So
Wow.
listen,
They're
to raise 4 kids during
are
this
doing great.
two fucking jails, one deportation. This is why, this is where my conservative side comes out. This is why when people say this and that, I truly believe that it doesn't matter what your background is. If you have it
I
in
agree.
you, I don't believe in handouts. This is where my conservative side comes. I believe that you can be given everything in the world and then you end up on the street doing
Yep.
drugs,
Or
and
vice
you could
versa.
go through two jails, a
Yeah.
deportation, flipping tables, and look at all this drama. And you could just say inside, I know to stay straight and narrow. And you have 4 kids, and there's not one bad apple. That's not easy.
And they all excel in everything they do. I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, like
And
listen, Gia could turn. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but Gia could turn around and say, "I just want to be an influencer. Look at all the money." But no, she's going to school. She wants to go to law
it's
school. Like
amazing.
this is
It's
like a
really
side
amazing.
hustle. So
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm the first one to say it's amazing. And the kids were always amazing. So kudos to that. So guess what?
what?
Teresa, I'm going to give you all your pluses. I do this with Dolores too. Okay. Teresa, you're an attractive woman. Stop losing any more weight. You look great. You have 4 very, I'm going to even use the word successful, beautiful daughters. You have supposedly a husband who adores you. Okay. You're getting a big fat contract. A lot of people would say right now you're doing okay. Drop the hate, enjoy your family. Don't go saying what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Go with the flow, wake up every day and enjoy your life. That's the bottom line.
Do you believe her
That's
when she says she will not? She said it. She will not film with Melissa.
She didn't say she won't film with her. This is what she said, David. She goes, I'm going to ignore her. So what it means is if they have to be in the same room. Now, here's where Dolores comes in. She's one of the only cast members that can have a full cast party. Dolores is in the best position out of everyone. Okay. She has a full cast party. That means full cast. Your ass has to be there. Okay. They used to have to come to my Posh Fashion show. She could be in the same room with Melissa and ignore her. Walk past her, not even say hello to her. She can do that. That doesn't mean you're not filming with her.
Well, okay, let's break that down. Now, I recently was invited by the #1 housewife in the history of housewives, the one, the only Countess Lu.
Yes, I love her. We all love her. All my friends love her. She's the only New York housewife that I love. The rest of them, no use for.
The rest of them, no use for.
Ugh.
She's yuck. She's an icon. She invited me to the premiere party of Welcome to Crappie Lake.
Yes.
I didn't really want to leave the Hamptons, to be honest with you, on a Sunday night. And
that was nice that you did.
Luann has been so good to this show. She came on this show before it was an actual huge success that it is now.
Yep.